What is up, everyone? I hope you're having an awesome day. We're going to be using our hero Yasuo to defeat Zed in the Master of Shadows quest. I'm really excited to start this quest. We've used Yasuo, but it's been a little bit of a while, and I'm really excited to fight with our champion Yasuo because he's very powerful. His deck in general is very powerful, and actually I feel like I've learned a lot since the last time. So right now we're going to pick an awesome power. I would say I'm going to do that one. I love Overwhelm. I love all these other ones. Like this one, cards you draw cost 1. I just think that this one's going to be throughout the entire duration of the match. This is going to be more feasible because especially early on, there's no way some of the cards will be able to summon those. Like a lot of 4-cost cards in this deck. So I think that would be the best. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually keep that one. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to actually mulligan that card and I'm going to keep the other cards. So the secret that I found with this deck is really boosting this guy's attack as fast as possible and try to find a way that you can only attack because he has quick attack or she has quick attack. So as soon as she has like 4 or 5 attacks, she's going to pretty much kill any enemy that she's going to fight. But we have to get to that point. That's the reason why I use these spells, because that's how she gets to a 3+. But the other thing as well is that every round when you have an enemy on the field, the weakest enemy I think gets stunned naturally. That's part of the power up that we have with Path of Champions with Yasuo's deck at this point. So she's gonna naturally, without even playing spells, level up.
Heard you're new in the area. Don't let the fluffy tails fool ya. They'll never see me coming! I can learn from watching you! Don't want any trouble. Road's got a toll, and you're paying. Your attack is obvious.
The other power up that I think would be really good with this deck would be actually Fury. So now we're going to summon our hero, and you can see she's leveled up to 7-1. We're going to attack with both of them.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Sleep is for the guiltless.
My friend and I are toll collectors.
I face my fate. Your turn.
Spin it round, throw it down.
Here's our chance.
Showtime.
And I'm even going to play this spell as well, so Yasuo can pretty much defeat her right now. The nice thing is this thing is so powerful right now with that Overwhelm and with quick attack. Literally in the next turn, we're going to be able to win the game if these other guys had Overwhelm.
If the journey doesn't get you, the road might. No one is promised tomorrow.
Lost the beat.
No greater gift than knowledge.
We fill it!
You cannot win. Welcome to try.
Underestimate me. I dare you. Pick on some of your own tweets.
But so far, I think we have a pretty good pace going. This opponent wasn't that difficult, and I'm really excited to see what assistant or what support hero we get for this deck. As far as these cards, I think that one's a pretty good one because you can recall in the middle of the attack if you wanted to, and that helps level up our hero. So I'm going to do that. And the nice thing about that one is you don't have to, you can, when you recall that, you can actually play a hero that has the exact same as, or you can play a different hero or call back, I guess you would say, a hero that has around the same mana as the one that you recalled. So that's actually a really cool spell, and it helps level up our champion. So right now, I'm excited. I think some of these are pretty good. I mean, Gwen, I believe we've used Gwen before. I don't think I would use Fizz, because Fizz, I mean, he's really good, but he, I don't think he would be that impressive with this deck. I think that the two that I would definitely have to think over is this one, Braum. Braum's just cool because he's like a tank, and he regenerates, and he has Challenger. So what he can do literally every turn is summon a Poro when he takes damage. So, I mean, well, that's what will happen when he survives damage the second time after he's leveled up. He summons every time. But the first time he takes damage, he actually summons a Mighty Poro. So I think that would be a really cool assistant champion. And then this one's a good one too because she deals so much damage, especially to the Nexus. But I think I'm going to actually go with Braum just because Braum is very much a tank. And that's the one thing that this deck doesn't really have. Because whenever you're defending, you know, you don't want to defend with the Fey Sword person or whatever it's called. Or even Yasuo, because you don't want them to take too much damage. But Braum, he has regeneration. And I think that will help make this actual deck a lot more balanced. Nice. I always love when we have our main hero in our starting hand. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to definitely keep him because he's the only level 1 that I see. We're going to replace the level 4 and Yone because Yone is such a high cost card. Okay, that's an interesting one. So that must be for Braum. It's really cool now that we have the that modifier that reduces the spell cost by 1 because he's costs 0, so that's really cool. And that's going to be very powerful whenever we have to attack or defend because those are burst spells.
They'll never see me coming.
So I'm going to probably summon the Mighty Poro. And I'm going to attack with both of these. And I'm going to just use that, increase its defense this round. So it pretty much lost no health. And then we're going to end this round.
My shield is yours.
Sleep is for the guilty.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to defend probably with... I'll actually use both of these. So I'm going to stun against that one. Oh, I guess I can't use both these. I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I'll use this one. Increase its defense by 2. And then I'll stun that one. And the reason why we're not going to deal any damage because it doesn't have barrier, or because it does have barrier, but it's nice to still level up our hero.
you go, I go.
Down from the trees!
And I think what I'm going to do is attack, make this dude elusive. I'm not going to attack with those. And now we have a pretty powerful threat right there because he's going to be a 6-2 with elusive. This is an interesting power because the attacking units get a +1 attack. So every single time you attack, you get stronger. What I'm going to do, I like how this is actually a fast spell so that we can deploy it whenever we need to. I'm going to use this one. And then I'm going to probably stun, or not stun. Yeah, I'll stun. I'm trying to think which one would be the best. I'll just stun that one.
Underestimate. I dare you.
And I'll use this spell so that we can destroy that opponent. And it's pretty good. He has a 7 attack. We're gonna actually we want to take damage from him, and we're gonna sacrifice this one.
I see every move.
Now who's got the upper hand?
So now we're in a pretty dominant state. We have 6 people, and everyone for the most part has quick attack. And now that effect is really being a threat because he's leveled up, and every round that someone gets stunned, they're pretty much going to be destroyed. So I'm going to make probably Braum elusive.
One purpose. I feel this by sword. This is fun, yes?
Pick on someone your own.
And I guess we won the game right now.
My kind of lessons.
That was nice. I really enjoyed. I didn't think it took too much time, and we were able to go out of it with 30 health still, so we haven't taken any damage overall, which is always a really good sign. I like this kind of a card because you heal your Nexus equal to the cost. It's not really a great card in general, but when you summon, you draw a Poro, and then if you behold a Poro, I don't really understand. If you have a Poro in your deck, probably you draw a Poro. This one's a good one too, because that's going to be a 6, but I like low-cost cards generally, especially if it's not a vital card. I would always like a low-cost card over a high mana cost card. And then we're going to buy... That one's a decent one, but I would like to mulligan because I don't really feel like doing 1 damage. That's pretty much what that card does. That one's a decent one. Sorry, I meant actually by mulligan by actually rerolling. We'll use this one, obviously, because we can't reroll again, unfortunately. This one's going to be interesting because every round you draw a card, but an extra card pretty much, but I think you copy a card and then you give it fleeting, basically. Right now we're going to go up against this person. It's pretty much the exact same person that we have in our deck. The Fey Bladed Whirler. And I'm going to mulligan that dude, and I'll probably mulligan this one as well. I guess I don't really need to because that's a 3-cost card.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
My training is unconventional.
And we're going to definitely attack because unless they can increase his defense. Yeah, perfect.
Think Make it fast? Cute.
And I think what I would like to do, since we have that Poro right there, it's not going to summon or it's not going to, I guess we just draw a Poro. I'm going to probably play this one and this one so that we can at least stun it if it's going to attack. So we're going to stun that dude, and then we're going to defend against that one.
Done to you.
Now who's got the upper hand? Here's our chance. Now who's got the upper hand?
Let's definitely summon our main hero.
Blade never gets any lighter.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you. Underestimate. I dare you.
Tales of our past are
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to stun. I'll probably just stun that one.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Pick on some of your own speed.
And this is a bit unfortunate because we can't really do anything else. So we're going to actually have to sacrifice this unit right here.
every move.
We're going to sacrifice both of them.
Want to see these moves up close?
And then we'll, I guess, summon that one again.
Big blade for a little warrior.
Underestimate. I dare you. Now who's got the upper hand?
And I think I'll summon just all of these cards so that, like, this one can hopefully stay alive.
Take the high ground. They'll never see me coming. Shh, quietly. Down from the trees.
One blade, one.
And the nice thing about it is, since he has quick attack, we don't have to worry about him dying unless they increased. Okay, that,
Kind of less.
yeah,
I see you there.
that was a little bit interesting.
Underestimate. I dare you. Now who's got the upper hand?
Patrol 1, Patrol 2, Patrol 3.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to attack, and in that case, I'm going to use both of these spells.
With of these yordle I see.
Hope you brought friends.
This one's trouble.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Destiny's waits.
Here's our chance. Zing! Should have sagged.
Bring the others. Affirmative.
Underestimate. I dare you.
We're going to actually make that unit as well elusive.
One blade, one
It doesn't really matter if that one's elusive because it has overpower.
fate. Your turn. Even I have good days. I will regain my honor.
So the next thing that we're going to do is, that's actually really cool, elusive for that one. I think, though, that one is a better one because a +3 one is phenomenal. And then grant the top ally in your deck a +1 is a pretty good one for a 1-cost card. So out of all these, I'm definitely going to do that one because stun an enemy, that's going to help out Yasuo a ton. And let's see if we can buy another power. Great. Yes, I'm excited. So now we get to summon a card automatically whenever we start the game. So we don't really need a heal, but we're going to cut probably a card from our deck. I think the card that we want to cut, I would just cut this 1-cost card because since we have the Sparring Student, which is great, we don't really need to worry about that card. And it's, I don't know, like Elusive is a great one, but only gets it when it's summoned. So the other card, and both of these cards cost 0 with that power that we got. So I might, yeah, I'm gonna just cut this card right here. Okay, so I think overall we're doing great. Now we're in the next episode, we're going to fight against Fiora. She should be a really easy opponent, I would say, as long as we have Yasuo on the field that he can start dealing damage whenever an enemy is stunned or recall. But thank you so much for watching this episode and stay tuned for the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day.